good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this is for you. A happy birthday to my Andy Bear too. Welcome, it's me, Wingy Sneebay, Majeki Quay, your friendly, freaky ass medicine woman, sweet grass water medicine woman, Christianna Chris Carr, superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, you beautiful divine beings. Right here too. How goes it for you? A Therapy Thursdays would be the day I'm recording this today. Had my girl for the night last night. She said apparently she didn't want to spend the night, so I asked her why. Why don't you want to spend the night? Because she didn't want to make her lunch. And then it became very clear, well, because Mom doesn't have all those treats here. But it was lucky Papa had some pudding, so. But you know what? I don't want to be. Mom, don't play that way. It's not about competition. I'm not going to be trying to bribe them with their taste buds or buying stuff, you know? Trying to put the emphasis on love, not material things. So when you come to Mama's, you know, it's not about the treats at Mama's. It's not about what you get. It's about us spending time together and having fun together and the love that we have. Because that's one thing I really wanted to pass on to my children. To be rich with love, not money. You know, money can be taken away. Love can't be. You know, anything on the outside. Money can't buy love either. So, if I have to choose between love or money, I always take love. Oh, yeah. Love, love, love. You don't need money to survive? Man, money... Man-made money. There's many ways before money came along. And look at how harmonious things were before it became about the almighty dollar. Before it became about possession and power. It was about the field of plenty. It's the people. Passion, purpose, sharing that. Beautiful. It's also my ReBirthday, as I was saying yesterday. Strong recovery program. Oh, I don't hear from my eldest boy anymore, but hey, I'm still his mom. Can't take that away. I still carry all these stretch marks. Oh, yes. Those memories. The only one that got to talk to you in my belly. Give you that head start. Oh, yeah. It's the best I ever took care of my own body. It was when there was another little being growing in it. And then afterwards, too, when I'm still feeding them. And, you know, I need to nourish myself to have that nourishment for those babies. Best I ever took care of myself for my children. And I'm trying to do that now. That even though they're not inside of me, I still need to take care of their mother. Ain't nobody else doing it. It's my job. It's not my children's job to take care of me. Yeah, when we get older, yeah. That's the time around. That's the cycles. We change our babies' diapers. Then they change our diapers. Fair's fair, right? Except for, we so don't want to be a burden on our children. And we so, whoa, right? Is that because we felt like such a burden on our parents? What is that for you? Look inside. Okay. Starting to get warm. Oh, it was Aunt Glennis's birthday yesterday. So happy birthday! So I missed that one, but I gave her a little gift anyway because we did a little reading. So she got a little freebie from me. That's my way of giving back. So, family, you get $50. Family is a $50 fee. Okay. Others I put on there, I need to start making some money. So by donation, whatever, you know, if we could start with a base of 50. If you can't afford that, you know, you can send me etranfer, whatever. Let me know, whatever. We'll do sliding scales. But, I mean, if you can and it's no sweat off your back, then please, by all means. Don't just try and take the cheaper price because you want to save a buck. But, you know, it's not because you can't afford to pay. At least 50. Per session. Begin within session, and we'll do it with videos. I'll send you a video. You send me the e-transfer. And then I will do it. I will not do any more readings until payment first, and then I will give you the services, because I have such a hard time asking for money. So now it's upfront. Then we don't have to deal with it afterwards. I can just go flow into it and not have to worry about, oh, how do I ask? Because I need to. There has to be an energy exchange. I've been giving out and haven't really received, because I'm afraid to take that energy exchange. So then what am I saying? My services aren't worth that? My time isn't worth anything? This is my job. This is the way I'm working, and I'm working for you. I put my stuff aside and dedicate myself forward to whoever who needs help in that moment. And into the detriment of myself, too, even moving in here. That's my way of kind of running, I guess. Didn't want to... There was nothing I could do here. So I poured myself into other things and other people, but it didn't come back. So, and then you feel left and drained, and then you've poured all that out. Now I need all this energy to do my own battles over here, but I don't. I poured it all out because I thought I was going to be supported here, right? Give and take. These are balancing relationships, but they weren't. So, but that's on me, right? If we don't have balance in our relationships, let's look at ourselves. Okay, we can't change the other person. So if we see that they're not, and this is how it's been, these are the patterns throughout the years or whatever, how can we expect anything different? So then that's up to us. That's just discerning. Am I going to keep giving to this one that in the past has never come back, has never showed gratitude, nothing? And when I give, I'm just feeling drained and not feeling good, because it's like they're still in that same circle. So all that I'm giving isn't helping them up. It's still just keeping them where they are. So that's not helpful for any of us. So then it's discerning. So then, okay, well, I'm not going to give it over here. And that's why I say I help those who help themselves, because I'm not just going to keep pouring it out to everybody that's going, nobody's giving to me, because they just keep looking over here and blah, blah, blah. And yet they don't see, all the armies or whatever over here, giving it to them. They're just looking at the few that's not. And I definitely don't want to be that myself. So I'm very grateful for every little bit of help and acknowledgement that I get. So let's call back in all of our energies from the east, path of illumination and clarity, place of fire, place of spirit and man. Calling back all of our energies from the south, it's the childhood, the waters, the emotions, place of innocence. Calling back all of our energies from the west, place of introspection, the earth, the physical, the woman. Calling back all of our energies from the north. It's the air, the wisdom years, the mental. Walk our red road from south in childhood, right? Are the stories helping us to expand? Or are they keeping us contracted? Are they keeping us limited in these family cycles? Or are we expanding because we're learning more? Because our family is an open family and not a closed family, like let's just keep it all into ourselves, but open. Hey, there's other ways out there. Our family isn't the only family. Whatever, right? So as we grow, and don't we love story time? And boy, aren't kids such great storytellers? Nurtured their imaginations. They're losing their imaginations. It's all on the outside. We're getting so dependent on the outside. We're training our kids so early. Outside. Screens. Screen time's family time. Let's take connection, actual connection with people out of it. We need to come together. That's how unity and wholeness is achieved. All parts of ourselves. If we deny a part of ourselves, nobody's going to get to truly know us. Parts of our family, all of that. All create and make us. Everybody's a good example. What not to do, what not to do. What not to do and what not to do. What to do and what not to do. What helps, what hurts. Right? So let's look at that within ourselves. So hopefully up in the north, we're coming together. We're feeling comfortable in our own skin now. We know we're part of the all. So everything we do, we're reflecting on how this is going to affect our future generations, how it's going to help heal our past generations. What is that for you? East to west is the blue road of spirit, and that inner knowing is always with us. That's the wisdom, that inner knowing, that we have that connection to our source. Direct connection, no exceptions. Direct connection, no there's lots of obsessions and stuff, but no exceptions. We all have a direct connection. That's that inner knowing, and we tap into that inner knowing, and we can tap in. Spirit helps us to tap into that inner knowing. We connect. We have to open up, right? And that's the teacher. That's our lives. That's the teacher. Just living our lives in spirit. When we look back at our ancestors, their lives are the teachers. That history, these cycles, these are all teachers to us. And why do we keep repeating? There's so much out there. Why do we have to keep repeating what's not working? What hurts, right? That's the law. The law, right? Every action has a reaction. You give, it comes back. What goes up must come down. Below and within. Well, it's funny because we did the above, and that law came out on the above. It's the spiritual laws. We need to be thinking about that, not man's laws. What are man's laws to these spiritual laws? We have to work within the universal laws. Man has to work within these laws. So how is man's not making up those laws? Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Maybe we have laws in our own lives, in our own families, right? There's like, maybe their families are run like that, right? I don't know. What's that for you? Looking inside in that therapy, because we got to get in touch with that subconscious. We want to bring what's in that subconscious to the conscious so it's not ruling our lives anymore. So it's not leading us in autopilot, leading us down these same paths with the same results. You're not going to get different results, right? Oh, was it Silverstein something? Canadian poet walked down the sidewalk. There's a hole in the sidewalk. I don't see it, and I fall into it. I walk down that same street, and I see that hole again, and I fall into it. And I take a long time to get out. I don't know, but it doesn't take me as long to get out. Oh, there's that hole in the street, right? And then you just keep going. You learn to step around it, try and jump over it, whatever. And then, realize, you know what? I don't go down that street anymore. Just take a new street. Right? Till they fix those potholes. Whatever that be, right? Okay. Calling in. East, south, west, and north. South to north, east to west. Above, below, and within. Okay. Out. What do we start with? Reflection. Creativity. What's that creativity? What's that desire burning in thee? I want to sing. It's one of my dreams. Sing, sing, sing. That's something I didn't share as much of, or I'd sing silly, so that way I'd know if anybody said it was bad singing. It's because, I was singing bad. Something that's healing, always been healing for me, and I've wanted to share that. I wanted to be able to share like that too, be able to have that effect, to pour that spirit through, that it connects and you can get that tingling. Sometimes when I'm singing along, I feel that tingling, this whole, whoa, whether in harmony or I'm hitting that same note as them or whatever. It's just, you hear somebody singing and it's a certain note, a certain strum, a certain beat, whatever that is, and it just sends this, whoa, aliveness through all of your body. Oh. There's sometimes when I'm singing and I hit that myself. But I'm so nervous, I'm always thinking it's all just in my head. It's a thing. I've been told everything's in my head. I don't know reality and all that. So that's something I'm afraid of to put out, get criticized. And I have been putting it out there and I haven't got much criticism. So why do I keep being afraid? That's inside me. We need to look inside and creatively get rid of our blocks, creatively come all together and get that unity and that wholeness achieved within ourselves. What's making us nervous? How did we fragment ourselves as we were younger? Because there's these safety mechanisms. The brain is only designed to keep us safe for survival. That's it. It's not designed to make us happy or anything like that. It's just to keep us safe. So what are these things that we learned when we were younger that kept us safe, that now breaks us apart? These things we learned when we were younger, we thought kept us whole, but yet we're fragmenting in our mind. We didn't know. Because that's the ability. The body remembers everything. Even if we go someplace else in our mind, that body is still going through that. So we need to find all those parts of ourselves. Shamanism, they call it soul retrieval. Here we call subpersonalities, whatever. Looking at all those little pieces of us, and bringing it back, and bringing that wholeness in. And creatively, whatever way that works for you, right? That's deep dive in self-reflection. What's that little calling out to you? Here I am. listening and finding all those little pieces that we broke off, the little pieces of our heart, because we thought we have to give our heart away. The heart needs to stay here, and we share our love. So when we say we have this to offer, we're not giving it away where we don't have it anymore. It's sharing. That's how we're giving away. It's that sharing. But we thought we'd give you my heart. Here, you have my heart. Then what are you going to do? You need it in your chest to keep beating. Everybody has their own heart. We share our hearts. We don't give them away. You need to stay in possession of your heart. You need it in your chest to keep beating, to keep living. So look at that. Deep, deep dive. What is it that you feel in relationships? Do you think like that? That now, now you're not just one being, you're two beings, and whatever that is, your heart belongs to somebody else. You've given it away. Your body belongs to somebody else. We're possessions. What is that for you? What is that for you? It's your relationships, your possessions, your people possessions? What is that for you? Bring yourself all together, those deep dives, even those parts of yourself that you don't like, right? Is it because somebody else didn't like them? Like sometimes what we hide in those shadows are not the dark parts of us or our evil parts. There's those parts that shine really bright that might have intimidated somebody else and they wanted to snuff out that light. So we covered that up because that's what kept us safe. It kept us safe to dim down and be small because then they didn't notice and it didn't bring on attacks. I know that's for me personally, so I know I'm not the only one out there feeling that. That's for sure. I've heard it from others too. So then that action, right? So what if we do? And how do we bring this wholeness to us in those deep dives? What do we do to get in that? Especially if we're afraid to do that. Especially, if we think, oh no, I don't want to relive this. We're not reliving that. We're going back and visiting. Because you know what? You're the only one that can go back and rescue that little inside of you. Nobody else can. So who is, right? So then that little is left alone. Don't leave your little alone. There's a little inside of you that really needs you right now. Needs that love and acceptance that maybe never got. And wherever it was in that lifetime, it didn't have to be right at the start. Maybe it came a little later on. It doesn't matter. That feeling of shame and feeling of, I wish I wasn't even born, that comes up. And what do? Because we were born because we belong here. We're needed here at this time. We've got something very important to do at this time in this world. What are we doing? What do we do? Introspection. That's what we keep doing. We're looking inside. Something happens that's upsetting us on the outside. Look inside. What did our little go through? What are our little trying to bring this up? And it doesn't mean the little. Maybe it was the teenager. Maybe the young adult. Whatever. That younger, past version of ourselves. We're looking. We're taking that deep dive inside. That introspection. What were our goals? What did we want to be when we grew up? Were we made to put on this path because somebody wanted us to follow in their footsteps, so we were told this is what we must be. Oh, we got to do the family business, so we got to be doctors and lawyers, we got to, but not following our own. So what do we do? Did we get in touch with that woman medicine? This is what we all need to do. West is the woman. Hello, right? It's enough time. Oh, 9 and 9 over here too. They make 9s together. 8, 9, 10. That's the stats. We all need to connect with that woman within, with our inner females, with that receptive energy, that playful, receptive energy, Don't take life too seriously, but be serious about living your life. We can't save anybody. We can open up to that in ourselves. We can't save anybody else. So let's look. Are we trying? Are we pushing ourselves because we think they know? Or are we pushing because, oh my goodness, I cannot be okay until you're okay? Or maybe I need to get there and be okay, and then you'll see it's possible, and then you'll be okay. Do we hold ourselves back? What is that? What are you doing to stop yourself? So then don't do that. So today, the action is playful. Go inside and see what that little wants to play today. What do you want to play today? Go play with your little today. What was your favorite thing to do? Maybe there was something you've always wanted to do but never got to do. Because, well, hey, you know, if you were kind of like me, yeah, sometimes I had my bossy moments, for sure. For the most part, I was following along what everybody else wanted to do. If I made something, oh, that's stupid, blah, 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 right? So I would quickly retract all those things that I like, and let's do what they want to do, because, you know, I'm feeling silly and stupid. So that's why I liked my time alone, because then I could do whatever I wanted to do. That's right. Anyways. And so we bring that all together, right? We're doing the deep dive. We're seeing, bringing that wholeness, checking in with that little, and then we're going to play with that little today. What does that little want to do? Is it throwing on some music, dancing to that? Hey, you can watch mine and Ari's video we did yesterday. We did freeze dance on the drum. So maybe there's something you want to do with that. Maybe it's actually connecting. Maybe you have a child outside and you bring your little out to play. Your inner little to play with your outer little, you know? And they would love that. Oh, kids love that. Oh, they do. They do. They love to play with their inner children, too. So, we bring that together as we're looking at doing those deep dives, embracing that wholeness, and we're going to do something to play today. Something our little always wanted to do. Woohoo! Absolutely. Play something. Play. Play today, yes, play today. Right? What's your intention? Just to have fun. Hey, maybe just to intend to have fun, to bring that, to show that little acceptance. What is it? Whether it's playing or showing that acceptance, be fully in tune with your intention today. Don't just do anything without thought, without thinking about it. Intend. With every action you take today, put an intention behind it. Intending for what? To connect with your little some more, to bring more peace in this world. What is that? The void, that unlimited potential. Maybe the intent to tap in, that potential miracle that you are. Right? We're unlocking that miracle because as we play, we get out of the way. Right? We're lifting our spirits. We're lifting our vibes. We're getting to that higher frequency so that we can hear more of those messages and tune in more to that potential miracle inside. Unlimited potential miracle, key to own creative abilities. Message from the void. You are about to meet your potential destiny. And what do you intend to do with that? Use that to help others? Use it just to benefit yourself? Are your intentions just for your own selfish needs, or are they to benefit others? Let's look at that. Bring that in. And if we're all looking at that, benefit all. Beautiful world it would be. What a wonderful world this could be. Let's separate it all here. Tapping in, we gonna play. Offered your cup of love yesterday. Grace and ease, grace and ease. With grace and ease, we fall to our knees. Maybe. And we're playing leapfrog. Ha ha ha. Wanna play some leapfrog? Snowy out there? You wanna build a snowman? Right? That's that new abilities. We tap in and we can unlock those new abilities. Or maybe there's abilities in there that, hey, we just never expanded on. So they're renewed. They're not really new. They've always been there, but something held us back because we thought we were a duck. We kept trying to quack when we're supposed to honk. I don't know. What is that for you, right? Remember, Swan has that sacred space and will protect its sacred space fiercely. It's a fierce protector, a generous protector. Move these up a little. Whatever. Roll them over here. I got something else I can set them up on here, maybe. Maybe this is gonna work. You think so? Four. New abilities. New abilities, renewed abilities. The peyote ceremony. Right. New abilities. We're bringing that wholeness in. And we're discovering those abilities, hey, that have always been in there. And we might not have acknowledged in us. Right? With grace and ease, we're seeing, hey, are we a duckling? We've been trying to be a duckling when we're a swan. We've been trying to climb a tree when we're a fish. Right? Initiation and judgment. That's how we're dipping in, going inside the wisdom to discern. Right? Whirling rainbow. We've separated from ourselves. We've judged ourselves. So now it's not time for judgment. It's discernment. With judgment comes shame, blame. Discernment just says, hey, this isn't going to be beneficial to me or anybody else. So I'm not going to do that. Discernment is this going to help me in my life or not, right? Discernment. Are we doing anything without intention? That everything we do is going to have a reaction of some sort. So if we intend, we can be focused on what might happen if we do this. We take that time and reflect what we need to do. Discern, not judge. Okay? Not judge. Discern. So that's what we're doing as we're bringing ourselves in together. That's what we're looking in. Okay? We didn't have that wisdom to discern as we were younger. As we get older, like our littles inside didn't have that wisdom to discern. They got judged. They got whatever happened to your little. Didn't have that wisdom to discern, but now as we're older, we can. We can become whole and see upon self-reflection that even if somebody was shaming us when we were younger, what happened to them? Where did they learn that from? So we keep looking back, and if we keep looking for blame, then we're never ever going to get whole because we keep separating. So if we look that everybody is innocent here, they just learn from somebody else, and they learn from somebody else, and they learn from somebody else. So what? Look at the cycles in that world. Let's bring that. Let's discern. We don't need to keep doing this. So stop judging somebody else for what they've done, because you don't know their whole stories. Okay? We can only do our deep dives inside of us, nobody else. Right? We take that action from there. Take that action based on that discernment. That action is to be playful today. All right? We're looking inside. Well, Therapy Thursdays, looking inside. There we go. That said, restoring that balance, that 6 of stones, because where have you been out of balance in your life, right? We've all been pushing and pushing and pushing. So if you've been one sitting back and just letting everybody else do the work, then you need to start putting some more effort in there. If you're the one that's been doing, you know, and we're in a society where a lot of people are just doing and not just being. We're human beings, not human doings. Right, so we need to restore that balance. Is it time for you to open up and receive, to ask for that help? Ask and you shall receive. Is it time for you to give from your ample cup? Because yours is overflowing. So let's restore that balance in ourselves first. Balancing out the male and female energy. The creative energy with the doing energy, right? The retreat with the action. We need both. So restoring that balance and discerning for you. Not somebody else saying, oh, this is where you're out of balance. Well, we can go into somebody and say, this chakra's out of balance, whatever. It's about tuning into ourselves and knowing that for ourselves. Not going to the outside for those answers because they're all within. Tune in. Intend to connect with that unlimited potential. That's the intentions. What's our intentions here? As we're discerning of what we need to restore the balance in our lives. Not discerning what somebody else needs to restore the balance in their lives. Or even what the world needs. The world needs is us to do that in our own lives. Because as we're each taking full responsibility for ourselves, hey, we're not going to have that unbalance that world, right? We can get swept away. The 7 of Bowls, that unlimited potential in love. And, you know, look at that when you first fall in love, those honeymoon phases, right? A lot of times, though, we're not showing our true selves. That's where, hey, that honeymoon wears off because we're just showing our ultimate best selves. Or, you know, we're not even thinking. I just watched something like that of Bruce Lipton. Because we're not thinking. We kind of get out of our own ways. Because if we're thinking, it's our subconscious running the show. It's not our conscious mind living our lives. Or directing our lives or leading our lives. We get swept away in that unconscious. That's why we need to make that clear. So that if we're going to be getting swept away, get swept away in love to the benefit of all. Not getting swept away and caught up in a mesh with this other person, thinking that I can't live without this other person, and forgetting all around you. No, That's that divine union, male and female, inside of you. You get swept away in your own beautiful being. And then you can allow yourself to be swept away in another's. Beautiful. Beautiful. So what is your intention? Do you not go into these things because you're afraid you're going to get swept away in those tears? You'll never find your way back out. You know, it's going to be unlimited. All the stuff that we went through, I'll never be able to get out of here, right? But if we line our intentions with that, I want to go in and help my little heal so that we can do what we're here to do. Right? So I'm intending to go back, not to relive it, but to have a reflection, to reflect back on it. Not to relive it. We don't go back to relive. We go back to reflect. Your littles already lived that. And what do they need to share with you from that? That you've blocked. No, I don't want to hear it. How many other adults have done that to your little? So let's not do that to our own littles. So what's that? Ace of Pipes, inspiration and excitement. Ooh, yeah. No, when we learn a new skill, do we ever get excited, right? That new abilities, we just want to share it, right? Look at those little ones when they learn new words, how often they repeat, because they're so excited they knew this new word. And if it gets a reaction out of people, boy, will they ever say it anymore. Right? What excites you? What inspires you? This is what we're going to tap in today. And we're restoring that balance. Because are we doing what other people said? Or are we tapping into that own inspiration and those things that excite us? What is that for you? Right? And that's how we get excited when we get those new abilities. And then we become, wow, was that Monday's or last week's card? The attainment, the world dancer in the winds of time. Are you being a puppet on a string? Are you flowing gracefully, right, with those strings, flowing with those changing seasons, dancing on top of the world, balancing? See, it's all that woman energy. We really need to balance the woman energy in this world. The receptive, creative energy. Man is the go-getter, doing energy. Women, receptive, creative energy. How has that been unbalanced in your life? And it can be balanced again with grace and ease. Dancing gracefully in the winds of time. Dancing to the beat of your own drum. Now is the time for us all to shine. Yeah. Okay. I just want to be poetic. I don't know. I got to get writing. That's keep coming up for me. But love you. Thank you. Oh, biggest heart hugs ever. Thank you for being you. Shining your light through everything you do. Because you know what this world needs you. So get in touch with that creative flow today. Whether it's a dancing, the paint, whatever that is for you. What does your little want to do? What's it calling to you to do? What does that little want you to know? Listen up. Love you.